being recorded pursuant to a post that was done in my LinkedIn profile and also from the desk of Bhattacharyas and Associates. Even the website of Bhattacharyas and Associates, which is bhattacharyas.in, you can see that a small discussion on this topic of registration coming up. It pertains to the problems and hassles which is cropping up nowadays with respect to the GST registrations granted under the CGST and the various state GST acts. For example, the West Bengal GST Act. What is happening nowadays is this, that people are getting notices and their registration certificates are getting cancelled from the very date of inception, meaning the certificates are being retrospectively cancelled from the date on which they were originally granted this certificate. And the pretext is also a very dubious pretext. The excuse which is being given is this, that you do not exist at your place of business. Maybe a team of officials visited, we could not find you. Maybe you have not answered to our notices, and that's why I presumed that you do not exist there. Or maybe acting upon some secret information, I find you to be non-existent at that place of business. This is the go of the letters, the notices. And for the courtesy sake, for the sake of formality, the reply to such show-cause notices are being called upon. And whatever may be the replies, whatever may be the documents given, the authorities are simply putting it out. They are simply putting off your registration certificate, cancelling your certificates of registration, and that too from the date of inception. There are various angles to this, but today I will just discuss one angle out of all the others. This angle has not yet been discussed by any court of law. For such purposes, I should say, for a court of records like the High Court or the Supreme Court, till now, right, like when the date on which I'm recording this video. The angle is this: very well, assuming, though not admitting, that I do not exist at that place of business. Assuming the GST authorities are right, correct, that I don't exist, I'm non-existent. If I'm non-existent, then kindly see, I will digress a little and I will give you an example. For example, my registration certificate under the West Bengal GST Act was granted on 1st of July 2017. And today in the year 2024, say on the dashed day of March 2024, you are cancelling it retrospectively on and from the date that which you have granted me the certificate of registration, that is to say 1st of July 2017. Your allegation for this is, I am non-existent in the declared place of business, meaning I have not done any business for the last few years. You are asking whoever has purchased from me to revert all the IDs. You have just simply cancelled my certificate of registration and have put a lock and key on my business. This is what you have done. Now, if I assume, this is only the first pointer, later on I will come up with other pointers as well. The first pointer that I would like to tell is this: if I assume that very well I do not exist, I am non-existent in the declared place of business, and I accept your contention, I have not done any business, then sir, for the last, from 17 to 24, like 6-7 years, I have paid you taxes and you have happily accepted those taxes. Now, if you say I am non-existent from the very beginning, if you say that my address is the fraud that I have committed on you, and if you say that by way of willful misrepresentation I have received this RC, that is the certificate of registration, then I can also say, if I am non-existent, if I am not doing any business, how come you accept tax from me? Give me back whatever I have given to you. Because as per you, I am non-existent. I don't have any business, so I should not have paid any taxes. But for the last 7 years, I am paying taxes to you. So give me back all those taxes that you have taken, and that too with interest. Because if you say I am non-existent, I am having no business, then under Article 265, you are not supposed to collect taxes. Under Article 265, tax can only be collected and levied when you have the authority of law. The law says if I am supplying goods or services, then only you accept my taxes. Now, if you say I am doing neither am I supplying goods nor am I supplying services, then there is no tax quantum, then there is no payability of tax. The taxability, the incidents of taxation under the GST Acts, they do not apply to me. So even if I have submitted the taxes, I have done something out of my own volition, thinking that I was in business. But since you say I was not in business, whatever I was in, it was not a business. I did not exist at all. Give me back my taxes. That is a point to start then. You cancel my registration certificate. Very well. At the same time, you give me my taxes back along with interest, because this is a money which you were not entitled to. I was entitled to. And you have appropriated or rather misappropriated that money. You cannot blow hot and cold at the same time. You cannot simply say, no, from today I feel that you are not having a business. Whatever you have given for that business, whatever taxes you have paid is gone. Dead and gone. No, you cannot say that. So that happens to be the first point here. This point I am already agitating before the Honorable Principal Bench of Calcutta High Court, Circuit Bench of Calcutta High Court, in a few matters before the Honorable Boudhayan High Court, and also before the Honorable Second High Court. Let's see what comes out of this. Matters have been admitted. In certain matters, interim orders against the demand has also been pronounced. I guess there will be a hearing very soon, and this is one of the pointers.